Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining in this very interesting scenarios unfolding right now here in price action of Bitcoin. As we can see guys, our fear is turning into a reality. I mean, Bitcoin has officially dropped below 90,000, and now the actual question here is, will Bitcoin show a U-shape or a V-shape type of recovery? Or is this a beginning of an actual bear market? What to expect next? So before I start talking about these interesting scenarios which I prepared for you guys in this video, let's destroy that like button and let's try to reach at least 1,000 likes in this video, because video like this takes a lot of time, takes a lot of energy. So if you appreciate what I'm doing, if you like this kind of content, then definitely destroy that like button. Thank you very much. Now first, before we jump into the price action, I just want to show you guys the crypto fear and greed index chart, because according to this coin market cap crypto fear and greed index, you can see which is around 15. That means extreme fear in the market. But what I want you guys to take away from this chart is that in history, whenever this crypto fear and greed index dropped around 15, that was when the price slowly started finding bottom, and after few consolidation, after some sideways movement, a beginning of a new impulsive move. So same thing could be unfolding here as well. In the medium short term, yes, there could be furthermore pullback, but in history, whenever we have seen this crypto fear and greed index dropping around 15, that was usually the bottom, and after some sideways movement, after a few weeks, even months of consolidation, we had a new impulsive move. So if this is nearing to the bottom, then price parallelly has also officially ended this dead cat bounce trading pattern, which we talked on my previous video. I showed you guys Bitcoin looks like following this dead cat bounce trading pattern. So if we fail to regain our strength above this 0.5.618 Fibonacci line, we are going to head towards the original direction, which it did. Parallelly, I even showed you guys with this rising wedge in a daily time frame. Rising wedge is a bearish continuation pattern. So just like what happened here in this example as well, after a small relief rally, we started following this original direction. Not just only that, even with this falling channel was supposed to hold the price of Bitcoin around 90,000, which failed. Now, if we monitor this carefully, you can see Bitcoin is fighting back to come across this lower trend line. So what I'm trying to show you here is that if Bitcoin shows a continuation back above 90,000, then let's not be overly bearish. After this kind of free fall, there could be a rally, because in a bigger picture, Bitcoin has also ended this 2B sell pattern, which I showed you a couple of days ago. I mean, I showed you this exact scenario which played out in the past. Price action could be lining up for us, and price could be heading towards this 1.618 Fibonacci extension line, just like what happened here before starting with the new bullish move. So in our case, we are slightly below this 1.618 Fibonacci extension line. So please be aware, if Bitcoin find proper support above 90,000, then this could be the bottom line. Yes guys, this could be the bottom line before we see another relief rally type of formation. And why? Because price parallelly has also broken below this bullish continuation pattern, the lower trend line which was supposed to hold us, and now we are clearly free falling despite this being a falling wedge. Falling wedge in history, you can see, has resulted in a very bullish move, but in our case, instead of a reversal like this, it started breaking down. But if Bitcoin could find support above 90,000, then I personally think even after dropping below this key trend line, we could show a reversal which might look somehow like this. I mean, I'm not expecting a extreme move like this, right? But a reversal for the medium short term before deciding the actual direction. So what must the price do in the medium short term? The price of Bitcoin in the medium short term must find support above 90,000. It is very important for us that we find support above 90,000, because after this falling wedge here in a smaller time frame as well, what could be happening is that after this false break to the downside, it could re-enter inside this trend line, which could be preparing ourselves for a relief rally for the upcoming days. But this relief rally doesn't necessarily make us bullish. You know, we have to overcome certain key line. Unless we do that, any sort of a rally will be looked as a temporary rally. And why am I saying you this? Because if you look at this Williams alligator indicator, this is a bearish cross, right? This is a bearish Williams alligator indicator. So any sort of a rally, just like what happened here, could be resulting in another lower low. So if Bitcoin wants to do the unthinkable, then we must flip the resistance from this Williams alligator indicator into proper support, because we know if we come across this Williams alligator indicator in a daily, RSI will be slowly making a U-turn, because this is an overly sold RSI. Yes guys, RSI is in an oversold area. MACD is clearly bearish, right? This is a clear bearish sign, and we have dropped way below the central line here as well. So what I'm trying to show you here is that I personally think there could be a temporary relief rally, but even after this temporary relief rally, we are not going to be bullish, because we know Bitcoin must break out of this resistance, and unless we do that, any sort of a rally will be looked as a temporary rally, and price is expected to hit in this manner. Yes guys, Bitcoin in the medium short term must hold this 90,000 support line and also come across this Williams alligator indicator. Otherwise, this will be resulting in another bearish continuation. I mean, price of Bitcoin, according to this leading indicator, you can see tested the S1 line, the first bearish target for today, which could be resulting in small relief rally, but you know, this trend line here will be there acting as a resistance. So what we need the price of Bitcoin to do today, we need the price of Bitcoin to hold its ground above 90,000 and also close the daily candle above today's CPR lines, which is around 93,600, or let's say 94,000. If Bitcoin could close the daily candle above 94,000 today, then tomorrow's CPR will be an ascending CPR, which only gets formed during uptrend. So this 90,000 support must hold us, and today the price of Bitcoin must close above 94,000. If we fail to do that, then you know the price of Bitcoin is expected to go even more lower, because according to this leading indicator for today, if the worst case scenario plays out, right, this is the worst case scenario. Let me show you that here. If Bitcoin starts with another bearish continuation and the worst case scenario also plays out, let me show you our second target, third target, and the no-brainer target. You can see S1, that's exactly where we are, right? This red line. S2 line sits around 88,000. S3 line sits around 85,000, and then extremely bearish target sits around 83,000 for today. But you know, Bitcoin will do its absolute best to hold this 90,000 support area. So let's see if Bitcoin managed to do that or not, because failing to do that means we are expecting the price of Bitcoin even for the upcoming days to print and descending CPR, and descending CPR only gets formed during downtrend. So to avoid all of this bearish scenario, Bitcoin in the medium short term must hold this 90,000 support line. And if we want to show an actual relief rally like this for the coming days, we must come across this CPR trend line above $94,000. Yes guys, if we manage to do that, then tomorrow's CPR will be ascending CPR, which for the coming days could be resulting in a temporary rally. So please guys, please do not overleverage yourself. Use proper risk management strategy, proper position sizing. Otherwise, things are going to be very ugly. So this is what I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, if you like this kind of content, then definitely destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder, if you haven't claimed this free bonus from Bybit, $30,050 bonus, then definitely check the video description. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye bye.